Well, speakers at the 2018 Hult Prize Africa has asked the Nigerian government to address the growing concern of unemployment in the country. They also want the government to train youth in entrepreneurship to enable them become employers rather than job seekers. TV360's Oyin Adekunle has the rest of the details.
The Hult Prize Movement is an entrepreneurship training platform to train young people across the globe to rethink the future of business by bringing innovation and ideas that will reshape the world. At the event, Executive Director of Hult Prize Africa, Garba Aliyu, says the Hult program is an opportunity for budding entrepreneurs in Nigeria and Africa to acquire requisite training and exposure that will make them world changers.
With the kind of entrepreneurial mindset, you have to have the fundamentals of business, but then at the end of the day also you have to have that practical approach. And how we do it in Hult and how entrepreneurs can benefit is we have kind of a challenge where you're going to work in a team, so it's almost like the Hult Prize. You're going to work on a startup. So after this, you're going to have that entrepreneurial mindset and knowledge so that you can either take it back home to, let's say, Nigeria or, expand it global.
Global platform that empowers youth, in over 100 countries with the right skills, training, and expertise they need to succeed in the 21st century. So for students, we see there's a lot of gap in traditional universities. People are graduates, but they don't even know, where to start or what to do. So Hult Prize is aimed at really filling that gaps and giving them the necessary skills and tools they need to succeed in entering into business by solving social issues. We believe and we try and come up with teams and startups that are profit-minded, they are impact-driven and market-driven. We try to come up with an idea and a platform that incentivizes students to really take that challenge and take that leap of faith of entering into, the business of solving social issues. So, President Clinton is the face of the competition. So through him, we are able to reach really a lot of students across the globe because he's one of the most well-known figures in the world. So by him being part of it and all the finalists having an opportunity to meet him and he announcing the winner, and we do our finals at the United Nations and it's $1 million, that is really enough incentive for students to really want to try out.
Another speaker highlights why Nigeria must bridge the gap between formal university education and skill for entrepreneurship.
Beyond what you learn in a classroom, there's so much more you need to take into account for a business to succeed. And exposing youngsters at a very young age to be able to realize those gaps and then supporting them to go through a process in which they develop themselves and be able to become successful entrepreneurs, I think it's a welcome development, and this is what the Hult Prize represents. One, a good vision and the tenacity to pursue it. Those are the two ingredients that make, because whatever support base you have, if you don't have the right vision and you don't have the right tenacity to follow it through, then no matter what sort of support you may have, you may be unable to become successful. So, and these are things you do not teach, but you acquire over time. You have, and then you may teach people to develop good visions, but the ability to become tenacious and believe in it is something that is individual and that needs to be nurtured. And I think the way to go now, it's really about institutions to develop people that are not just going to be employers or employees, but to develop people who are going to be employers. And that's why the development of skills in entrepreneurship is now should be at the foremost, especially in Nigeria, where we have a young, vibrant population, where more than 50% of our population are youngsters. So I think we need to look inwards and solve this youth problem using entrepreneurship.
Hult International runs a global business school with 6 campuses around the world, where young minds are trained to ignite, compete, connect, and shape their environment. Oyin Adekunle, TV360, Nigeria.